Real estate could be capital intensive, but as opposed to the myth that you always need huge sums of money to invest in it, you can actually invest in real estate with little money or sometimes no money at all. Hi everyone, my name is Amoa, and here are some ways you can actually invest in real estate with little or no money. 1. House hacking. This simply refers to living at one side of your house while renting the other. If you're somebody who doesn't mind cohabiting, this is for you. If you have an outhouse where you can create an access route to it, all the better. Be guided, however, by the fact that you have to put all safety measures in place. 2. Airbnb. Who says you can invest in Airbnb only when you own the property? There's a strategy called rent to rent, where you can rent, say, a one-bedroom apartment from the homeowner, furnish and decorate it tastefully, and give it out as shortlets. Be guided, however, by the fact that the property owner must consent to the intended use of their property at the time of signing the rent agreement, and the subject property must be in a good location. 3. The use of home equity loans. If you have a primary place of residence, you can use that as equity to secure a loan from a bank for the purchase of another property for investment purposes. Be guided, however, by the fact that in ascertaining the value of your property and how much you are eligible for, the bank will require a valuation report on your primary property done by a certified valuer. 4. Equity partnership. We usually call this a joint venture or JV for short. You may have land in a good location but not the funds to develop it. So this is where you enter into an arrangement with a property developer. So he puts up townhouses, shops or apartments depending on the demand in the particular location, and then you share ownership according to an agreed percentage. Be guided, however, by the fact that both parties have to have a contract spelling out percentage equity contribution, roles and responsibilities in order to avoid conflicts. 5. Crowdfunding. So there are real estate investment groups that pools funds from investors to invest in rental properties. So in a typical real estate investment group, a company buys or builds a set of apartments or condos and allow investors to purchase them through fractional ownership. In this scenario, 2 or 3 people can own an apartment that is for rent, or an individual can own 2 or 3 apartments. The apartment block is managed by the company and the profits are shared among the fractional owners. Real estate investment trusts or REITs are a more formalized form of the real estate investment groups, except that the REITs work like shares and are sometimes listed on the stock market. Be guided, however, about the fact that even though as an investor or owner of the property, you do not have to go through the hassle of managing it, you have to be sure that the company managing it has a good track record in order to prevent long periods of vacancies, and for that matter, losses. So there you have it. Little money, no worries. You can also become a real estate investor. Do you know of any other ways you can be a real estate investor with little or no money? Do share. This has been the Real Estate Discourse with me, Amoa. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.